Welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a dissolve toggle. We're going to jump right into it. Click on your avatar's name, find your effects layer, right? And click and drag it into your animator here, right? Once you're done, go to your parameters here, right? Add a new one, whatever the toggle name is going to be, just name it that. Mine's going to be not that, it's going to be helmet. Change it to a bull, right? I'm going to copy and paste that just so I don't have to retype it every time. Go to menu, right? And then bam, bam, change this to a toggle and helmet, right? And then if you want it to be defaulted on, right, your helmet or whatever it may be, turn the default check on, right? Go back over here, and then I need to go my animator, right? Click on parameters, go here, add a bool, copy and paste, done. And then go your layers, add, copy paste, turn the weight up. Now we got to make animations for the on and off, right? So I'm going to pull up my animation tab with Control 6 on my keyboard, and this pulls up this little pretty thing. I'm going to put it down here just for the sake of the video. Create. I'm going to do helmet on for this one, right? So it's an on animation. So when I toggle on the helmet, right, bam, bam, on, right, and then create new clip. Then we're going to do a helmet off for this one. Same thing, but this time it's going to be off. Bam, done. I'm going to go back to helmet on just so I have it presetted that way when I come back. We're going to go to animator, layers, helmet, right? Find the two animations recorded here, right? And then remember how we had it set to default in the video or in the parameters. Basically, the second one's going to be the default on. So in this case, I want the helmet on when defaulted, right? So you're going to drag in the off, quote unquote, and then on afterwards, right? Right click and then right click again, make transition on both of them. Click on one of the transitions, change this to 0.5, its preference in your opinion, right? Click this little plus sign, wait, helmet, then true. Same thing but reverse, and then helmet, but false. And then we're going to keep the same time exit time here, so 5. Right now we just made a toggle, right? But now we want to add the animation effect or dissolve effect, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto your avatar, right? Go back to animation, right? Bam, done. I'm going to stop recording just so I can record this while you're doing this, by the way, specifically the things I say, right? So basically what you're going to do is enable it. This is general across all Pyomi, so general settings, right? Just you'll learn along the way. Edge width, just put something in there that looks nice to you. I'm going to do something that I used from an old project, 5.4, and then turn the edge hardness down. Choose whatever color you want, whether it be yellow, red, whatever color, right? We're going to do a bright red just to show the difference against the pink, right? Edge emission, you can do a 1 there. The dissolved color, right, is going to not be transparent. We're going to make it transparent, right? And now what we want to do is we also want to grab a noise texture, right? Or just some sort of texture if you like, right? And I already have one here, right? But if you just type in noise into your search bar here, it'll pull a ton different ones, right? As you can see, just a ton different ones, right? But I don't want any of those as I have a preferred one here, right? Change that into there. Make sure your dissolve detail strength is up all the way, right? And then make sure it's set to cutout, or because it's normally defaulted to opaque, just depending on how the grader has it, but cutout. This will be a PC only feature, by the way. Now if I run it through, as you can see, it's now dissolving, right? I didn't do the visor, so don't worry about the visor, right? It's just the helmet. And now how we apply that to a toggle, right? We go back to our animation state here, right? And then obviously on is when it's at 0, right? So we're going to change that to 0 and then basically stop recording, go back to off, right? Same thing. And then change that to 1, right? And since we have that animation now, right, between the whatever, we're going to hit preview and go into gesture manager, right? Enter play mode and just check it. It shouldn't take too long. We just have to wait for Unity to do his little thinking issue here, but we'll just wait it out for now. If it ever wants to think. Right, and now we go back to scene and we can see our helmets on, and we using gesture manager that's included in your VRChat creator companion, right? We can just check that toggle real quick, right? And if I turn it off, it should dissolve away. As you can see, it just dissolved away. and then same thing, and toggle it back on, bam, and it dissolved back. And that's how you make a dissolve toggle and a regular toggle without the second half within one video. So I hope this helped you learn more.